Hello and welcome to yet another month of mail. This is for the month of May.
The month of May. And for the month of May, we're getting caught up. This should be coming out maybe kind of on time. And there's a lot of packages here, but let's first start with our featured letter. And our featured letter is from Aaron in Anoka, Minnesota.
You're right. First off, Erin actually sent us something.
A package last month.
She sent us Quantum Break for the Xbox One as well as the Player's Guide / art book. And I believe this letter was supposed to go with it, but it arrived slightly late. And now it's a part of this mail month.
Because we separated it and then didn't think about it. So we apologize.
Correct. But that's okay. So now we're reading this. Dear StephenMail, hi, how are you? I'm going to assume you're good. And you're right. I don't know if I've ever told you how I found the vlog. Well, shockingly, it was by accident. I was searching for Chugga Conroy's Sunshine Let's Play, but you ended up showing up as a search option. I'm so glad that I found your channel. It's crazy to think I've known you for 4 years. Now you've given me the desire to paint again. I bought some canvas and some acrylics to use. I also am learning how to sew on a sewing machine. Thank you for all your advice, Mal, and just general life stuff. This present is just a small thank you for everything you've both done for me. This is something I've enjoyed so far and hope you do too, in regards to Quantum Break. I'm going to leave you with a few things first, so here are some questions. What Let's Play has been the hardest to record, or the one that has given you the most difficulty?
Tulip.
It's probably Tulip. Probably. I mean, like...
But it's such a game.
It's a good game.
It's a good game.
Is that what you meant to say? Or did you mean to say it's such a game?
It has really great elements to it, but there's so much frustration.
There was a lot of frustration. It was that was probably the most frustrating one. We've also in the past, like the Donkey Kong Country series, is very frustrating because we do a lot of practice. We're actually getting ready to jump into Tropical Freeze, which is going to be blind, so it will not be practiced, and I have mixed feelings about how that's going to be, but I'm excited for it. Otherwise, there's definitely been stuff I've spent a lot of time on, but in terms of just pure difficulty,
Tulip and Donkey Kong.
And Pokemon.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
Actually, yes. I forgot.
The preparation work for Pokemon.
Yeah, actually, Pokemon makes even more sense, and it's hard to recall that because it's been many years now. It came out in 2012, which is a long time. But back then, Pokemon continually would get delayed. Episodes would have to be switched with other things because Pokemon episodes just weren't ready.
Because there'd be an episode where we needed to draw
like
6 Pokemon.
Yeah, there would be like 5 or 6 pieces of art in the episode. We and our friends combined created art for all 150 Pokemon. And they're in there, and that wasn't even the part that took that much time, although it did take a long time. I created bios for them, fake bios, and had to come up with like a bunch of comedic stuff for all of these different Pokemon, and it took a while, and it was hard, and it's really difficult to think back on that because it has been so long. But yeah, that may have been harder than Tulip, actually. I'd venture that was probably more difficult. And for Mal, what would you say is your favorite art medium to use?
Soft pastels.
Soft pastels.
I feel like I've gotten a lot better in paint, and I feel a lot more confident in it.
Yeah.
But I feel like I could take pastels, go sit somewhere, and like draw what I see right there a lot easier than I could paint it.
I think that you are getting to the point where your painting is probably getting better than your pastel work.
Really?
I think you're getting there. I think you've grown as a painter in a very short amount of time.
Yeah. But you can't take paints that dry quick, then you need water, and you need all the paint.
Yes,
and you need...
there are some advantages to being able to take pastels anywhere and do stuff.
Yeah.
But it is a little different. And finally, meow. Mitt Romney for Stephen George Fan Club, #BestFandom. Much love, your buddy, Aaron. And all of that was probably a little confusing unless you watched the last mail month where we talked about the Mitt Romney thing. Aaron, thank you for the letter.
Starting off our packages, our first one is huge.
It's huge, but it's thin.
Super flat.
See, it looks like one of those giant novelty checks.
But it's like a giant novelty envelope.
Yes. And inside is what?
Well, it's from Dean in Allendale, Virginia.
Annandale?
Annandale.
Annandale.
And here's a letter.
Annandale. Like Ann and Dale. Like if Annandale got married. Never mind. Hi, Stephen. I'm Dean from Virginia. One day, 2 or 3 years ago, I'm on Chugga's channel and I say, well, I'll watch his Majora's Mask LP for the 7th time, and then I see your channel and click on it and I'm like, oh my god, this guy is amazing. Sure, PewDiePie makes me laugh hard, but not as hard as you and Mao. You've brought me so much joy, and when I'm sad, you make me smile. You're the best YouTuber I've ever seen. I've never went on any other channel before and refreshed on their channel for 5 minutes waiting for them to upload. When I saw Mao Makes, I went, yes! You guys are the best people I've seen on YouTube. You guys are great people and have made my life a lot better. You're the only YouTuber that has made me rewatch the same video 7 times over and over, so thank you for everything and keep up the great work. Also, a few quick questions. First one is, what is the journey? The journey is the term that the community has given for the act of watching all of the vlogs. It is extremely difficult and very time consuming. Also, for anyone thinking about taking the journey, here is my suggestion. Vlogs have changed a lot. They have changed a whole lot over the years, and they have gotten, thankfully, better. When you start off, there will certainly be interesting parts and interesting times and hilarious things that are happening, but there's also going to be some slow bits. Don't feel bad for, like, either scrubbing through those videos or, you know...
reading the synopsis on the wiki.
Yeah, there's a wiki where there's some synopsis stuff if you want to use that to get through some portions or whatever. Like, there's good stuff early on, but I feel like as it goes on, there is more stuff sooner, if that makes sense. Like, denser good stuff or whatever. At some point in the future, I would like to make condensed versions of, like, the first 500 or 1,000 days so people can just watch a single video, understand everything that went on, and then move on to more recent stuff. But yeah, the journey is just watching all the vlogs. A lot of people still do it, but it does get harder every day because we have more videos every day. Question number 2, have you ever considered an Undertale LP? I actually have considered an Undertale LP. I have still not played the game, which is kind of bad. We were just on a trip with Toby, and I could not tell him that I had not played the game. The only thing I've played is that first 20 that I did, where I played
the demo.
So I played the demo. That's not even the
actual game.
So I've played the demo, and that's actually all I've played. But, I mean, it's become so ingrained in pop culture, I feel like I've played the game. Seriously, at this point, because there's so much stuff. I really feel like I played it. At some point, I'm going to play it. I might do a Let's Play. You know, I might. I'll just go ahead and put it out there. It would be something where I'd probably just record it myself, do whatever I want to do, and just put it out there. Because I know people get really... like, no, you gotta do the pacifist run. Yeah. And I would just probably play it however I want and just upload it. But yeah, maybe at some point it could happen. Number 3, will you do something for No Man's Sky? No Man's Sky looks interesting, and if nothing else, I'd like to do a first 20 on it. I'm not going to guarantee like a Let's Play right now, but it does look very, very cool. And finally, how'd you meet Chugga? We met a long, long time ago, back in like 2003, 2004, I don't know.
Before me.
Yeah, long before I even met Mao, actually. I met Emil on starman.net, which was the same website I met Mao on. And I don't know, we became buddies. We talked on the site and off the site. He was really big into Pokemon and always wanted to fight me in Pokemon, which was pointless because he would win. And he knew he would win. But yeah, that's how I met him. Anyway, Dean, what else is in here? They're like 3D posters.
Yeah, they stick out.
Let me kind of... Everyone have their Oculus Rift on. You can see the
quite work.
The 3. No, it does.
This works better.
Careful. The Oculus Rift you'll get a cut from how real it is. Put on your 3D glass. It's very like 80s, 90s type weird. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Mal makes. Anyway, Dean, thank you so much for the posters and also for the letter.
Our next package is from an M in Quebec, Canada.
The letters have come to life, and they're Canadian. It says on the box, it just says M. Let me...
I have an upside down letter.
Did you drop a package down there?
No, it just fell sideways because it was leaned up.
Hello, Stephen and Mal. Hi there, my name is Mathieu. Before Stephen tries to pronounce my name, just know that it's the French spelling of Matthew. Well, that's how I would have pronounced it, and that's how I did pronounce it, so I guess we're good. This is the first letter I have written to a YouTuber, so I'm not sure what to say. I guess I'll just say how I found you guys. Like most Stephenites, I learned about you through the Chugga Conroy vlogs back when you still lived in Colombia. What really made me a fan of your work was day 57, which was where we burnt the bread. It reminded me so much of when I was in my first year of university and me and my roommate would try and cook dinner. From there, I began the journey and halfway through started to watch Stephen Plays. Now both channels are some of the few YouTube channels that I watch daily, and even though I do not comment often, I do appreciate all the work you do. I felt like I should send a little something for all the entertainment that you two have given me over the years, so I sent you 3 strategy guides that you do not currently have. Hopefully by the time you read this, you will have not gotten them by yourself. I'll keep this short, so keep up the great work and let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? From Matthew. P.S. 1962 was a long time ago. And P.P.S. I've included some of my favorite quotes from Inspirabot. Enjoy. Or included one of my favorite quotes. And it just says, you guys can see this, be insecure about ponies.
Oh, I am. Are they baby horses?
God, if you guys haven't seen Inspirabot, I have a vlog about it, which actually shows a lot of great ones. You can just search Stephen Vlog channel for Inspirabot. But you go to, I think it's inspirabot.com or something like that, and it just creates, it generates these ridiculous inspirational quotes that don't make any sense, and they're horrifying and amazing. It says, I saw that you already have a guide for Halo 3, but I'm hoping it's not this one. Maybe it will come in handy when you decide to LP Halo 3. I actually don't know what Halo 3 guide we have, but I don't think it's this one. And I think Halo 3 was definitely one of the games where multiple guides were made by various companies, so very, very cool. Awesome. This is actually the official one. And we are going to be jumping into Halo 3 at some point. I really want it to be this year. There's just so much on the plate that I want to fit it.
It's already on the plate.
Yeah, I know, but I want to make sure Halo 3 gets its chance to shine as soon as possible. Then Diablo 3. This guide is pretty much useless due to the huge changes Diablo 3 has gone through, but it will still be a good addition to your collection. Diablo 3. It's actually one of the games I've thought about, not let's playing, but maybe doing on a stream sometime. Might be fun for me and you. It's a very cool, cooperative game. And then finally, Halo Reach, which, yeah, we definitely did not have Halo Reach or Diablo. This is a big guide.
Yeah, it is.
Holy crap. That's amazing. How many pages is that? It's almost 400 pages. I didn't know Halo Reach was that long of a game. I've actually never played Halo Reach. We have it. I think a viewer sent it to us quite some time ago, but I've actually never played it. Eventually, we will get to it. We are working our way through the Halo series. We're just also working our way through a lot of other series, but that's awesome. Matthew, thank you so much for adding, honestly, some of the heaviest player's guides ever to our collection.
Our next package is from Max in Hamburg, New York.
Hamburg, New York. I caught a glimpse of what that was.
Yeah, you did.
Oh my goodness. Dear StephenMail, hi, I'm Max. I suppose people usually start these letters with how they discovered your channel, so I guess I will too. I saw you guys on one of the Runaway Guy Smash tournaments, and then when I watched one of the Chugga vlogs, I realized you were the same people. I became intrigued and haven't stopped watching since. Stephen Vlog was actually one of the first channels I started following on YouTube, even before I had an actual YouTube account. I would just look up the channels in the search bar every day to see if they had uploaded something, and as you can imagine, that became a pain when I started following more people. I've tried to recommend Stephen Plays to people, but most of the people I hang around with are meme-spewing teens who probably wouldn't be able to appreciate your more sophisticated content. I have attempted to make the journey, but stopped at around day 1100 or so, but I plan on attempting it again someday, maybe in the summer when I have more free time. Both of you create fantastic content, and I can't wait to see more. Along with this letter, I have also sent the complete series of Dragon Ball GT. I'm the guy who asked if you own GT, and since you said no, here it is. It's not the best show, and it's generally disliked by fans, but maybe you'll get something out of it if you decide to watch it after Z. But maybe you'll want to watch Dragon Ball Super or DBZ Abridged or something that has nothing to do with Dragon Ball. That's up to you guys to decide. Anyway, that's about all I have to say, so let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? Later, man. Max. P.S. Someone in the comments, please tell them what Later Man is in reference to so they're not confused. P.P.S. Sorry about my messy handwriting. P.P.S. P.P.S. P.P.P.S. 3 P's. At the time of writing, you only have a few more vlogs before you're caught up, so by the time you read this, you will be caught up, so congrats. Except for the fact that I did fall behind again, but we're getting caught back up. Max, first off, thank you for the letter, and Your handwriting is a little messy, but I was able to read the entire letter without any problems. And we do get some letters where that is a problem, so I think you're doing fine. I don't know what Leatherman is in a reference to, but I guess someone in the comments will have to tell me.
Is this supposed to be Goku?
Oh, honey. Oh, honey. We can't tell you these things. They're all... Yes, that's Goku. Are you so confused right now?
Why is it red?
I know. Okay, so Dragon Ball GT occurs...
Sounds like a car.
Vroom, vroom. You get one wish. Anyway, Dragon Ball GT is what takes place after Z, but it did get, I'm pretty sure, officially retconned because Dragon Ball Super came out. Basically, from what I understand, and anyone out there, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, whenever they did GT, Toriyama was only involved in like working with some of the character designs or something. He didn't actually do the series. Like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z as an anime all comes from the manga that Toriyama worked on. GT is just an anime.
Okay.
It's just like, hey, we're gonna keep doing this show, and a lot of people don't like it because Toriyama has very little involvement, and also it's apparently really out there. But hey, look, it's Vegeta. So I don't know. Actually, to be honest, I had considered watching this just because I have never seen this, and I'm familiar with some of the stuff that happens. And what's interesting about this, once again, correct me if I'm wrong, but there are some characters and stuff that are introduced in this that even though this show was retconned, they ended up keeping those characters in Super. So, like, there is some stuff that was in here that is still kept. So there's some weird, like, stuff that's on the same wavelength type thing. Anyway, Max, thank you for sending this our way. I do appreciate that. I don't know if we're going to watch it or not, but I kind of want to because I've never seen it. Also, it's not that long. It's 64 episodes.
Okay.
It's the entire series. It's not like, all right, we have another few hundred episodes and we're set. Wow, you are... There
we go.
You get it?
Yep. This is from another M in Richmond Hill, Ontario.
Mal fought that box.
I had to fight that box.
Mal fought that box. Inside is...
this.
And
a piece of
also
paper.
A tiny piece of paper.
You look at that while I unwrap this.
Or possibly a hand-rolled cigarette. I'm not sure. Let's see. Dear StephenMail, I've been a fan of both your channels for a long time. I always wanted to send you mail, but I never got the chance until now. I sent you the I Do You Pick to Kitty cup to remind you of good times from the college vlogs. Hope you enjoy it, Matthew. P.S. Look in the cup. I can only imagine what this cup is like. Matthew, thank you in advance for whatever beautiful thing is here.
No, you gotta wait till it's unwrapped.
Okay, you get it? Oh my god.
It's on the back too.
It's I Do You Pick to Kitty. You know what we need to do? Alex doesn't watch these mail videos, right? What we should do, and it's gonna be hard to remember, but next time he's here, which I think they're gonna visit maybe over, yeah, at the end of the year, I should serve him coffee one morning in this mug and not say a word. Just, you want some coffee? Yeah, I'll take some coffee. Here you go. Just the look on his face would just be incredible. Matthew, that's awesome. And then inside. Giddy! Matthew, we get a lot of mugs. We have a huge mug collection. This is honestly one of the favorites I think I've ever gotten. So thank you so much for sending this our way.
Our next package is from another Matthew, also in Ontario.
This is the third Matthew we've had.
From Canada.
And they've all been from Canada.
But this one, I know the username, so.
Oh, it's Novara Autism. To Stephen and Mallory. In the past, when I've sent you stuff, I will admit to having been long-winded when describing what I have given the two of you. This time, it will be short and sweet, but I know you will enjoy this gift because a few days ago, as of the day I'm writing this, I wasn't even aware this existed. I was in a Walmart, which is something I almost never do, and when I walked past the video games, I was surprised to see that this game was available, considering the fact that I never knew that physical copies of this game existed. But after discovering that it did, I had to buy a copy and send it to the two of you right away. I know that how popular this game is. I'm quite certain that anyone who sees a StephenMail video will ask you to feature it in first 20. Have fun with this game and enjoy it. Respectfully yours, Matthew, aka Novara Autism. P.S. This is a clue to some of the stuff I will be giving the two of you for your 5th wedding anniversary in a couple months, so stay tuned. Okay. All right. Wow. I didn't know that this existed either. Like, part of me thinks maybe I've seen a physical copy of Shovel Knight, but then the other part of me is like, if I have, I don't think it was PS4. Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. Actually, I have wanted to show this on First 20, and I have never picked up the game digitally because I've always kind of just been waiting for it to go on a sale or something, because I didn't plan to do a full Let's Play of it, but the First 20 I was like, yeah, that'd be fun to do. But cool. There will be a First 20 of this. Like, I've never played this game, and this game did so well, and yeah, you will see it at some point in the future. So Matthew, thank you for sending me this, and also I share your confusion in the fact that, okay, there's a physical copy of this? I guess there is. Thanks for sending it our way. Our
next package is from Mariela in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
And I'm pretty sure Mariela sent us something last month?
Yep.
Let me open, let's see what the letter says. Dear StephenMail, hi again, it's Mariela, Buttercupisevil. Don't worry, I'll make this one short. I recently acquired a PS3 from a friend, as well as all of his games. I took a look at your game collection list and figured you could add some of these games to your collection. They are Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 1, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3, Red Faction Guerrilla, thank you, Mafia 2, and Kane and Lynch Dead Men. That's all for now. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we? Mariela, thank you. I'm always down for adding more games to our collection, so I definitely appreciate that. Also, someone will have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Mafia 2 did like really well. I'm trying to remember, because there's a lot of video games in the world, and it's hard to remember review scores for all of them. But I feel like Mafia 2 was like really well received or something like that. Like, it did really, really well. Also, I know that they're in the process of developing Mafia 3 just because there was some E3 coverage of it recently, and they were like, hey, Mafia 3 or something. But anyway, Mariela, thank you so much for sending these our way.
Our next package is from Joshua in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Okay, and Joshua sends a letter. Hey, StephenMail, hope you guys are having an excellent day. You might know me on YouTube and Twitter as Antihero Sora, but in real life, my name is Josh. Like most, I found your vlog channel because I was trying to find videos of Emil in person. I remember subscribing to your channels around the time you were still releasing Skyrim, around episode 260 to 270. I really enjoy your videos, even though I don't comment a lot. You even helped me start off my channel where I do Let's Plays and other types of videos like music remixes. I always wanted to send you guys something, but I wanted to get you something unique that not everyone would be able to get you. I found your channels halfway into my final year of high school, and thanks to you, I figured out what I wanted to do after high school. After I graduated, I took an extra year in high school taking a broadcasting and media arts program to enhance my editing skills to become a video editor. At the time of writing this, I'm currently finishing my first year in a media arts program at one of the colleges in my city. One of the things that this program offers is 3D modeling, and the cool thing is, they have a 3D printer. So I decided to make you a 3D printed Mr. Saturn. Look at that! That is pretty friggin' sweet. Also, 3D printers are amazing. They are amazing and super, super cool. That is awesome. I love that. You may remember that I sent you a link to a 3D model of a Mr. Saturn that I made, and I finally was able to print it. I also made a few perler bead pieces that I have included. I don't know if you recognize two of these pieces, but if you don't, those are the emblems of the enemies in the Kingdom Hearts series.
Tape. This is like industrial tape.
Do 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 do. Boom. And also this one. Do 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 do. Boom boom.
And that one.
Do 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 do. And then the ones we don't know are the Fire Emblem.
I always recognize this one because it reminds me of the Alkaline Trio logo.
Yeah. Did I say Fire Emblem?
Yes.
Oh, I meant Kingdom Hearts. Because I said Fire Emblem, and when I saw this, I was like, no, that's from Kingdom Hearts. And then I was like, oh, I said the thing wrong. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. You said it looks like Alkaline Trio?
The Heart one does.
Oh, okay.
That's why I always remember it.
I have also included a pack of Magic cards since I've been watching your college vlogs.
Innistrad.
Where Magic was a big focus.
Shadows over Innistrad.
Where magic was a big focus, and I haven't seen someone give you a pack in a while. I also included a Rob amiibo, since I don't believe you have that one yet, which is true. We do not have Rob.
This is the Famicom.
Rob's actually really cool. He's like he's a very detailed.
Yeah, he's sweet.
Very detailed amiibo. I really enjoy your content, and I do want to ask a few questions. Have you ever thought of doing any full-on collaborations with YouTubers other than Mao? We have done some other collaborations. We've done stuff with Emil, either for our channel or for his, just appearing in various videos. As far as like full-on collaborations, Josh and I did a swap thing last year where I did a Minecraft map called The Code, and Josh was a part of that, so me and him did that on Stephen Plays. That series is really awesome, by the way. Like, you guys should seriously watch it. It's one of the most favorite things I've ever edited. It's just, I put a bunch of music to it, and it's really fun. And then over on his channel, we played Left 4 Dead, and we actually are going through another map with him now. So those are some examples of the collaborations that we've done. When you first started the vlog, did it ever feel weird talking to a camera for a few minutes, and does it still feel a little weird? No. Maybe at the very beginning, but even then I'm inclined to say no. I've never really had a problem just talking to a camera. That part's been easy. When you film a vlog in a public place, do you ever get someone who questions you about what you're doing? If it's happened, I don't remember, but it probably has.
It was maybe like, what are you filming?
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't a big deal where they like yelled at you or...
Yeah, I mean, it's probably happened, but nothing that's coming to mind right now. And then finally, Mao, how did you feel whenever I first started the vlog and would film the vlog in a public place with you?
Well, you started when I was not with you. Like, I was in Wisconsin. So,
but as far as like when we were together and I would film something in public, was that like weird?
It was weird. I felt like it kind of needed to disappear when you did that. Like, just if we were like in Walmart or a store anywhere, like I could go down the next aisle, let you do your thing.
Get away from that crazy guy. I actually feel like, and other vloggers would have to chime in for how they feel. I actually feel like it's a lot easier to film myself in a public place talking about something if I'm with someone else. I feel like it makes you look less crazy to everyone else, because then you can be like, I'm talking about this thing. What do you think about this thing? We're looking at this thing. As opposed to being by yourself and you just have your camera out. I'll do both, because I'll do whatever needs to be done to get the footage of whatever I want to shoot. But I feel like if you're there, I look a lot less crazy. Thanks to you, I started playing so many games. You got me playing games like Earthbound, Skyrim, Portal, Fallout 4, Bioshock, The Last of Us, Minecraft, and even the one that I spent lots of money on, Magic the Gathering. Thanks for all that you do. You make me and so many other people laugh, and I hope that you continue to keep up with the vlogs, and someday maybe I can meet you in person. From Josh, aka Antihero Sora on YouTube. Josh, thank you so much for the leather, and then also for all of the awesome stuff. I don't believe we've ever had a 3D printed Mr. Saturn. I think that is a new one. And the fact that 3D printing is even a thing is so cool.
You can go to libraries and have things 3D printed.
What?
You have a librarian friend. He's told you this.
Oh, I feel like a bad person. I didn't know that. That's awesome. I mean, probably not every library, but no. I guess probably some of the like nicer libraries let you do that. That's, wow. That's really cool. 3D printing is really awesome. So to actually have something sent to us that was 3D printed and also Earthbound, it's really awesome. Anyway, Josh, thanks for sending everything in. Last but certainly not least, we have a huge collection of packages coming from various places, mostly Amazon, that are from John. And John actually sent us a bunch of various packages coming from random places last month. He's been sending us a lot of board games. He's been sending us a lot of board games and various other things, and this month is no exception. So we're gonna start opening these things up and find out what John sent. So in the first box,
trying not to lose these packing peanuts.
Oh, the packing peanuts. Kep is in the chair and he's chilling, but Sagan's like, what you got down there? Is that for me? Is that edible?
You want these puff Cheetos?
It's edible if I put it in my mouth. Pandemic. I've actually been really interested in this game. I don't know if Pandemic is in any way related to the Flash game, but the Flash game is really good. And I've read about the board game version, and I thought it was something that would be really, really fun. So, awesome. I'm very happy to receive this. Thank you so much, John. How many players is it?
2 to 4.
2 to 4. Is it a team game?
Not sure.
Yeah, it is. You must work as a team to succeed. Pandemic is a cooperative game. All players either win or lose. So you have to work as a team, so you either win it. So in that sense, it's very similar to Fire Road.
The Fireman game.
Fireman House. Fire Blazers. Blaze House. Doom House.
Don't burn the house down.
Don't burn the house down. Don't wake daddy with fire. I don't know. What's a stupid game called? Flashpoint. All of those are also real games that you can pick up at your local game store. John, thank you so much for Pandemic. So next up is...
here's the gift note.
Is also from John. It says, "Hi, Stephen. Enjoy your gift. Hope this version includes the nice little animal meeples from John."
This is...
Agricola? Is it from the makers of Carcassonne? Or something?
Is he Lookout Games?
Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I thought he said... Oh, because he said animal meeples?
Thought...
Isn't that what they are? Is that what they're called in Carcassonne? Mm-hmm. Okay. This is heavy. Holy crap. Agricola, the 17th century, not an easy period for a farmer. Players start the game with 2 family members living in a 2-room wooden hut. In each round, each member of their family can choose an action. They can collect wood and reed, they can extend their hut, and they can add to their family. Family growth allows additional actions, but the disadvantage is that much more food must be produced. And to get food, the players must plow fields and plant seeds. The planted grain and vegetables are harvested during the harvest, when animals breed as well. To raise animals, pastures must be fenced to allow sheep, wild boar, and cattle to graze. Oh my god, it's complicated. John actually sent me a message and said that the first time we play this, we should definitely do the family game. He said because it is very complicated. He said it's a very fun game. It's cool. It's very cool. It's a type of game that you would have to play with people that are into more complicated, complex games.
I'm not sure if it has the meeples in it, but it has 54 animal cubes.
That might be it. Yeah, we have a large group of friends, and some friends are
really, really into games.
Yeah, and like some people, they, you know, the extent of what they want to play is like Uno, and that's totally cool because not everyone's into games. But then we got other friends, and when we tell them we got like a really complex board game, they're like, "Sweet, that sounds awesome.
Sign me up."
Yeah, sign me up. Is it so complicated that we're going to spend the first 2 hours reading the rulebook? Cool. Yeah, Let's be there. So that sounds awesome. And this is extremely heavy. So John, thank you.
Next up, here's your next gift receipt.
Okay, and this says, "Hi Stephen, I couldn't resist sending you this. Reviews are divided, but I thought you might at least get a kick out of it since you're LPing Uncharted 4. From John, trekking across an endless desert." You're going to play through Uncharted and then you'll understand what that means. Uncharted board game. Wow. And it's got, actually that comment from John is very well timed because this board game front is featuring an image of Uncharted 3. I guess slight spoilers. This is from Uncharted 3. We actually recently got the Uncharted collection, which is the first 3 games remastered for PS4, just because I really want Mal
I'll play it.
To play them.
I will.
And I'm not saying it's just because I would like her to make some Uncharted Mal make stuff,
but
if it came out of that,
you'd be really excited.
I wouldn't mind, because Uncharted is a really great series.
For the next one, here's your gift receipt.
Okay, and this says, "Hi Stephen and Mal, this is one of my favorite board games. It reminds me of classic-styled SimCity. Hope you all enjoy. John Dusty Dune Dennison. P.S. Sorry if I buried you in board games. It's quite all right. If this reminds you of SimCity, then you must have a winner, because SimCity is a fantastic game." This is also very heavy. Suburbia. Plan, build, and develop. Let's see. I'm trying to read this and also show it. Plan, build, and develop your small borough into a major metropolis. Use hex-shaped building tiles to add residential, commercial, civic, and industrial areas, as well as special points of interest that provide benefits and take advantage of the resources of nearby boroughs. It's a tile-laying game in which each player tries to build up an economic engine and infrastructure that will be initially self-sufficient and eventually become both profitable and encourage population growth. Huh. 1 to 4 players, 90 minutes. Seems pretty cool. Let me show that back there. Huh. That's neat. There's, some of the games I've heard of, and then there's other games I just haven't heard of. And I know we talked about it last mail month where, like, there's an explosion of, in development.
Board game renaissance.
Yeah, it actually is the Board Game Renaissance. It's a bunch of independent developers making board games, and now is probably, a better time for play than any other time in the history of mankind, which is really cool. Anyway, John, thank you also for Suburbia.
The next one does not have a gift receipt.
Okay.
But it's the DVD collection of Bonanza. I'm kidding. It's a game called Bonanza.
If we got the DVD collection of Bonanza, I would almost feel obligated to give it to my father, because my dad is like such a big fan of westerns. Bonanza, to bean or not to bean? I've always been a fan of games where you're interacting with the other players for the things that you need, where there's trading.
Like Catan.
Yeah, like Catan. And Catan is such a popular game, I feel, for that reason. Because it's an interesting approach to a game when you need the other people to win. Like, it's competitive. Everyone's doing their own thing. But you have to have those other people to win. And they have to have you to win. So you got this weird, psychological thing going on. Either way, I've never heard of this. And I appreciate it. Thanks. A good friend introduced me to this. It's now my all-time favorite novel. It's fun, clever, and contains a time-traveling Victorian cat. John from California's vast and desolate desert.
Sounds like a book I would like.
It does. A time-traveling cat?
To Say Nothing of the Dog.
To Say Nothing of the Dog by Connie Willis. Let's see. Ned Henry is badly in need of arrest. He's been shuttling between the 21st century and the 1940s, searching for a Victorian atrocity called the Bishop's Bird Stump. It's part of a project to restore the famed Coventry Cathedral, destroyed in a Nazi air raid over 100 years earlier. But then Verity Kindle, a fellow time traveler, inadvertently brings back something from the past. Now Ned must jump back to the Victorian era to help Verity put things right, not only to save the project, but to prevent altering history itself. It's very cool. The cover art's also very interesting, too. Cool. Thank you. And the last thing says, how have you never seen this? Seriously, put this in your laser machine that makes moving pictures and watch one or all the episodes right now. Season 2, once on Blu-ray, is coming next. From John, covered in California tumbleweeds. Oh, it's Rick and Morty. Okay, fun story. Mal and I have never watched Rick and Morty, and we have told a few people that, and they all kind of approach it the same way John did, which is like, how have you not seen this? This show is apparently very, very popular and has done very, very well. And when Alex and Haley were visiting, they showed us a clip or two from the show, and it was really hilarious. We watched the one where it was like, the entire episode was that they were just sitting in front of a couch and watching television, and then it kept cutting back to them watching the show. And like, it was like the guy advertising all the doors. He was in a room, and it was
it's been a while, so
I remember it really vividly. Like, he's advertising all these doors that don't open, that are just in walls, and then the camera keeps rolling. And it gets...
he goes home or something.
He gets in the car, and he's just driving, then he gets home, and then suddenly it's the commercial again. He's like, and this is my house with all the doors. So apparently people love this show, and I have a feeling that we also would love it. So, thank you.
Maybe we could take a Dragon Ball break.
Take a Dragon Ball break and watch Rick and Morty. Well, just gonna say, Season 7 does get really good in Dragon Ball. Just throwing that out there. But like, no questions asked, I am going to watch this at some point. I've heard too many good things about Rick and Morty to not. So at some point we will probably watch through this and then also do like a review like we do for Dragon Ball, except for Rick and Morty. So John, thanks for sending this our way. And for everyone who sent something in for the month of May, thank you. We have got a ton of board games. We got DVD. We've got a complete series of Dragon Ball GT. We've got Shovel Knight, a stack of PlayStation games, Player's Guides.
Amiibo 3D printed.
We've got Amiibo 3D printed Mr. Saturn, Perler Beads. We've got so much stuff here. Thank you guys so much. We really do sincerely appreciate it. Now, if you're watching and you would like to learn how you can send something in, you can do that. Down in the description box, there's a link that's like mail info or mail FAQ or something. Go over there. It'll give you the address that you can send stuff, and also a various list of common questions that we get in regards to sending mail. And that's it. The next mail video will be out following the July 15th vlog. and we will see you guys then. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next month for more StephenMail.